Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of CryptoCraft with your host, Nighthawk. We're here in episode 51 and just taking a quick look at the wheat farm that we repaired in the last episode. Make sure everything is still working properly. Looks like that one's ready to be harvested, and we're just taking a look, make sure all of these machines are actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. Went ahead and spread out all of the wheat so that we only end up with 2 stacks of seeds, because that should be plenty, and that way the extra seeds will start going into the condenser and generating EMC for us. You can see we got a little bit in there right now, and there's some wheat coming through right now. So I've been doing a little bit of thinking about the future of this series. The Technic pack has updated recently to where most of the mods are now at 1.4.5 on the Minecraft version. And it'd be kind of nice to be able to actually use some of those features as well. But unfortunately, I can't upgrade the existing world here. So while we go take a look at a special new toy. There's our flower. I'm just kind of looking for a good spot to play with a new toy that I'm thinking about. So, yeah, I've been thinking about whether it would be best to start a completely new season and restart the entire world, or if we just continue on with the existing world as is on the current version of Tekkit, or Technic pack, and kind of looking for some feedback there. So let me know what you guys think. If you'd like to see a brand new season coming up with the latest version of Technic and all of the latest mods that it has. I also want to be careful that I don't end up going with anything too similar to the CryptoCraft series as well. Just because, you know, two shows of the same thing is not going to be nearly as interesting. Either way, it'll either continue on with the current version, or we'll start a new world with the latest Technic. And this one, we'll do something interesting to finish off the season if we do decide to go that route. I know there's a lot of unfinished projects too, so even if we decide to stick with the existing world, there's plenty of things to do, so it's just a matter of trying to come up with things that are interesting and different than the Feed the Beast series. I'm just looking for a good spot to experiment with this new toy, and looks like there's some pretty good targets down there. Now, for what, you might ask, we're going to make something special. And just realizing that I don't have all the stuff I needed in my inventory yet. And I'm actually recording the audio here after recording the entire video, so I'm trying to remember exactly what I did. I'm just finished putting together a new system, and this is one of the first few videos that I'm recording on it, and having some issues with the software that I'm using, and it decided to change all of my microphone settings right before I recorded this video. So I didn't actually end up with any audio recorded, or any of my vocal recorded, so that was really annoying. I'm just looking for some last ingredients here. Needed some flint there. So now we'll hop back over to the tree that we were in, just using the unfinished airship as a launching pad, and failing miserably at getting into the tree that I'm looking for. There we go. And start by making a flint and steel. Gonna put that at the top right, put some wood at the top, bottom right, and put some iron in there, and we get a cannon. This is from the Balkans weapon mod, so it's should be a fun toy to play with. Make a bunch of cannonballs, And let's see if we can figure out how this thing works. So I'll get that selected and try and figure out how we actually use this thing. Apparently not just by clicking at the targets. And wow, we have a cannon. Now all we gotta do is figure out how to shoot it. Oh. So we can get in it, we can aim it, but we seem to be having issues with actually shooting it here. Throwing the cannonballs doesn't seem to do anything. And let's see here. Missing something obvious probably. We'll look at the controls. See if there's anything in the controls that gives us a clue. Nothing at all. Seems like it should be one of those keys, but none of them seem to actually work. We will have to do some investigation here. Can hit it a couple of times, it doesn't seem to go anywhere. And definitely not working the way it was expected to work. So we're going to take a quick break here and let's see what happened there. Still isn't shooting, so we're going to take a quick break in just a second and see if we can figure out what we're missing here. Seems like it should be something obvious. And we're back and figured out what we're missing here. Just got to go get some gunpowder. Gonna hop back over to the main base here and see if we can find some gunpowder. There we go. Make some more. Apparently that's all the EMC I had in there. But it should be sufficient to play around with, so we'll go ahead and put our diamond back, and we'll go play. Just get back outside and head back over to that tree. Unfortunately, it's getting light out, which means our targets might start disappearing, and fail miserably at getting into the trees. And I don't know if this is the right tree or not. I can't even get into it, and it's the wrong tree. Oh, I see our cannon across the way there. We'll hop over, get stuck at the bottom of the tree, fall out. Try to get back up into any tree. There we go. Must be up here. There's our cannon. And now we have our gunpowder. We'll click it, load it up, and now we just got to figure out how to fire it. Trying a bunch of different buttons, and it still doesn't seem to fire. It's supposed to be sneak to fire, and that doesn't seem to work, but spacebar certainly seems to work. Now let's see if we can find a target and shoot it. Check out our handiwork there. See a nice little crater that it made. And we'll take this in part form apparently, and rebuild the cannon. Since it seems to take it, or put it all in pieces for some reason. But we're going to take the cannon and go down a little ways where we can actually see, maybe get a better idea of what our cannon is actually doing when we're firing it. Well, wasn't as easy to see from the tree as I thought it was going to be. Let's stick the cannon down here, load it up, get that cannon loaded, and we'll just fire towards the center. And boom. Doesn't seem to fire very far. And definitely have to aim up a little ways, because shooting at the ground right in front of you doesn't seem to be a good idea. Seems to actually get the best distance when it's a low-angle shot. The high-angle shots give a lot of airtime to the shells, but they don't seem to get very much distance. Something a little different. And we shot ourselves. And unfortunately blew up the cannon, so that's the end of our cannon fun. So anyway, I'm going to go back over to our base here and think about what we're going to do for the remainder of this episode. And we'll be back after a quick break here in just a moment. So yeah, be thinking about what way you'd like to see go as far as restarting or continuing with the existing world, and we'll be back with you in just a moment. And we're back. So I've been thinking a little bit about what to do with the rest of this episode, and seems like one of my biggest problems right now is resources. Have a lot of basic stuff, but especially on ores, especially iron, I am running really, really short. So we're going to make a couple of things here, starting with a drill. And we're going to turn it into a diamond tip drill. And then we're going to set up a I already set up the crafting for mining pipes, and we're going to set up a miner so that we can collect ore more efficiently than the quarries can collect it. Quarries just dig out a huge hole and give you everything in that hole. The miner, depending on which scanner that you put into it, just digs a hole straight down to bedrock and pulls up all of the ore in that general area. So you don't get all of the extra stuff that you would get with the quarry. You don't get all the cobblestone and the mountains of dirt and all the gravel and everything else. So we're going to go ahead and put together, we're waiting on the mining pipe to come through here right now. And we'll go ahead and we already made our drill. We just need to make the scanners. And the easy recipe seems to be with 2 insulated gold cables, a battery, advanced circuit, and some glowstone. So we'll try getting that set up. Put our advanced circuit in, add the battery, and plug in some cables. But the recipe doesn't seem to work. And for some reason, I have the recipe set up just like it shows, but for some reason that recipe just does not work. And we'll fight with it a little bit here. Keep fighting with it. And this is one spot that definitely would have been better on the original commentary, but we'll take another look here. In the meantime, taking a look at the mining pipe. Again, I'm using these advanced crafting table Mark IIs for some of these items that require inputs that don't stack. And for some reason, I'm having problems with them where when the inputs are going into the auto crafting tables, they're not being taken out properly and crafted properly. And I don't know why it's doing that. It should just, as soon as it gets enough of the inputs, it should just craft it and be ready to go. But for some reason, it doesn't always do that. I'm going to try this recipe again. Looking for a battery. Still doesn't seem to be working, and I hear a zombie. Try to figure out where the that zombie is. I seem to be having spawning issues inside the crafting room here right now, and I don't know why that is. So another one of the another thing that would be really nice with if we do go ahead and upgrade to the latest Technic is there are a lot of upgrades to the logistics pipe system that I'd love to start taking a look at and experimenting with, where and that's one of the things that's not actually in the Feed the Beast pack at this point. Don't know if they're actually going to add that or not. Let's take a look at the wheat. Looks like it's working pretty well. So it'd be nice to be able to run the latest Technic and play with some of those new crafting automatic pipes, and maybe I can get things working better in the logistics system that way, and the might be a better combination of mods for the automatic crafting that I seem to be having such a big problem with right now. I'll just take a look here and try and get the rest of the get a couple of doors made because really seem to be having monster problems here. I think there was a creeper that snuck into that main machine room. There he is. Get rid of that creeper. I don't know why I'm having such a big problem with doors, but I have to do something about that at some point. I'm wondering if maybe I should start switching the doors to iron doors, but I don't have the iron to do that right now. Possibly once we get the miners running and get the iron supply sorted out a bit better, then might have to start building some iron doors to secure this area a little bit better. Just trying to figure out what I might be missing here. Don't remember exactly what I was looking for at this time. Let's figure might as well charge this battery and see if that makes anything work differently. So stick the battery in to charge up. And let's try this recipe again. Our battery, our 2 gold cables, advanced circuit, and our glowstone. And the OV scanner worked that time. So now we got our scanner. We might as well go ahead and charge up the drill. First look at the recipe for the miner and get that built. Put our machine block, 2 pieces of mining pipe, and a couple of circuits. Gives us our miner. And still try to use the generator again, but we'll plug the diamond drill into the bat box and get it charged up. There we go, full charge. And let's go ahead and grab the generator because we don't need it here. Get out our wrench. Grab the generator. And we should be in pretty good shape here. Just looking to see about getting some wire to hook things together. And we'll go find a place to set this up. some fuel. And we'll head out to find a good spot to get this set up. I'm kind of looking for a place to set it up that will mostly avoid... And we missed. And there's a skeletal horse being ridden by a zombie. Can't be having them running around here. Try and pull them up to me. Go down here. And we have flame. And now we have dead zombie. I'm gonna go look for a good spot to set this up. Head over this direction. There's a great wood tree. I don't remember being there before. I know I planted one in this area, but it doesn't seem like that's the same one. Yeah, nope, there's the great wood sapling that I planted. It still hasn't grown. And we'll just, this island seems like a good place. Go ahead and set up our mining operations. So put down our generator, put down our miner, put our drill and scanner into the miner. And we need something to put all of the output into. And of course, I didn't actually bring a chest initially, but I think I got a couple in one of these bags somewhere. Just taking a look, trying to find them. And there's some chests up there. That'll work perfect. We'll go ahead and set up the chests behind the miner after we kill the werewolf. I'm not too worried about getting the extra stuff from them, killing them while they're in wolf form. I'd rather kill them while they're easy to kill. So let's get this thing set up and running. And I was thinking I needed to put pipes to it, but I don't seem to have an engine on me that, a regular engine. I could put a steam engine on it, but that seems like overkill. I'm just going to try putting the chest directly up against it and see if it works that way. And we're ready to go, so we'll drop some coal in here. It's charging up. Take a look underneath, and we seem to have a beached shark. Well, we have a dead shark now. Okay, so this is all charged up. Get some mining pipes put in there, and you can see the drill portion of the mining block starting to extend, and we have in the chest, so we can have it directly connected and it will work just fine. So there's our miner, and it's going to just go to work. We're going to let it sit there for a while and just start racking in some iron and other stuff. We got some cobblestone now. Got a shark that seems to be following me there. Kind of looks almost like a dolphin at first, but no, it's a shark. Just sitting there staring at me. Well, not anymore. And we have our first iron. So that's a good thing. We can see that it's still going down. Can't really see it. Can't really see its progress from here, but that's okay. I'll let this go and collect up the iron, take all that iron back and get it smelted and make some more pipes. The amount of pipes that we have right now will not get us all the way down to bedrock, which is ultimately our goal. To let that run, we'll probably upgrade the generator to something a little bit more, that'll put more power out later on. But for now, we have a working miner, and that'll start collecting resources for us. And I hope you guys are enjoying this series. And please take a moment to like and subscribe and leave comments as well. I do read all my comments. I'm especially interested to see what you guys think about whether we continue the season as is or maybe start a new season with a new world on the latest Technic. So anyway, have a great night.